In this grammar video, we're going to talk about modals that are used to give advice. First, let's look at the form, how to form statements and questions with the modals should, ought to, and a similar one called had better. This is not specifically covered in our textbook, but it's included on this presentation. Like all sentences, we start with a subject, and then we use this helping verb or modal. And then always in English, after a modal, we use the base form of the verb. Even with he and she, we use the base form. So you should reply, or she ought to reply. We never say he should replies, or she ought to replies. The contracted form of should not is shouldn't, and had better, we contract had with an apostrophe D plus better. We'll get into pronunciation later. Yes-no questions are just like other yes-no questions, where you start the yes-no question with that helping verb, like we do with are you hungry? And so here, should, and then the subject, and then the base verb. The answer is yes, subject, and should, or negative answer, no, subject, and shouldn't. Notice in writing, after yes and no, we use a comma. For information questions, who, what, where, why, when, how many, how much, and so on, we start with the WH word, and then should, the subject, and the base form of the verb.